Have you ever said yes just to keep the peace, then felt drained and resentful, overwhelmed, or even said yes knowing you had no intention of doing what you'd been asked to do? If that's you, you're not alone. Codependency often disguises itself as being nice. But sometimes the most loving, and I would argue the kindest thing that you can do for yourself and to others is to just say no the first time. Welcome to section 2 of For His Glory, Disclosing and Destroying the Spiritual Roots of Codependency. My name is Naomi Claxton, and we are pivoting at this point into the section of practice. Here we go from uncovering your roots to taking small daily steps towards freedom. My kids love to dispute my theory that practice makes perfect. We've come to a happy middle. Practice makes progress. But in this section is where truth turns into practice, where you practice saying no without guilt, resting without shame, and learn how to build boundaries that protect your peace and honor God. The foundational principle of this section is freedom comes through small steps of faith, not giant leaps of performance. There are days when you will run, others you'll crawl, but every step forward, no matter how slow, carries you closer to the life that God promised you. Remember, your goal is not perfection, it's just consistency. Day 11 is all about reclaiming your no. It's about a young woman who could not say no, and it came at a cost. Her credibility, her mental health, her view and identity in herself, because every no that she did not say promised away her time, her energy, and her resources to spaces where she did not have the capacity to exist and for obligations she could not fulfill. Every yes comes with a cost. Our time, our energy, our money, every resource we have, even our gifts and talents, are not limitless. God holds us accountable for how we use and spend them. When we give away our yeses carelessly, we trade our peace, our energy, and purpose that is intended for our assignment in this season. A misplaced yes to others becomes a silent no to God. If you struggle with protecting your boundaries, ask yourself this question: what am I truly afraid will happen if I say no? Rejection, disappointment, conflict? There are many who decide that keeping the peace is more important than protecting their own integrity. So they say yes when they never intended to fulfill the role that they've agreed to do the thing that they said yes to. They don't show up and they gain a reputation for being unreliable, and they are considered to have poor integrity. Our reputation matters. That is why learning and becoming comfortable with a holy no is so necessary. When you say no from a place of obedience, you're saying yes to God's best. How could saying no more in this season free you to walk in obedience to God's plan for your life? Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. God did not call you to be anyone else's God, not even your own. Grab your copy of For His Glory, Disclosing and Destroying the Spiritual Roots of Codependency at my website today.